G'day, Andrew Elphick, Anywhere Business Network. I'm sitting here tonight and I'm going to be doing a cast on risk analysis. Now, risk analysis, you need to look at the components of your business and you need to look at any particular risks, both for you personally and for the business. In New Zealand, we have an accident compensation scheme, which is no-fault scheme for work accidents. It doesn't cover public liability, it doesn't cover statutory liability, and it definitely doesn't cover professional indemnity insurance. If you're unfamiliar with those terms, I suggest you go and see an insurance broker and they can do a complete risk analysis on your business. Risk also involves financial risk. For example, in New Zealand, if you start a limited liability company, the directors are responsible for the actions of the company. So directors' risk can come into it. If you don't have adequate healthy and safety plans in place, directors' risk comes into it. Also, whoever's responsible around that particular accident site can be responsible as well. So adequate health and safety systems need to be put in place. I'm sure that we're going to cover this off in future blogs in respect to health and safety because it's just a huge subject and it's so important today. I'll give you an analogy. I'm in business as a Taxman Limited, and a few years ago one of my clients tragically was involved with an accident that someone died. The two of them were stuck for about 8 hours, and unfortunately in the interim one of the people passed away. Now that person was taken to court, the district court, and the client was responsible for a fair amount of solicitor's fees. The Crown, represented by Occupational Safety and Health at that stage, was not satisfied with the level of fines, so the court case had to go to the Court of Appeal. So I'm just explaining that health and safety is a big factor, and I'm sure we're going to cover this off in future blogs. The next item which you look at is with risk is the financial risk. You need to ensure that your personal assets are not at risk to your creditors. You will sign up personal guarantees, personally guaranteeing payment to creditors. But you need to ensure that the company remains solvent at all times as a company director, or even individually, you remain solvent at all times. Solvency means you can pay your current debts on time, and you've got provision to pay your long-term debts as well. These are all items which you need to take into account to successfully counter financial risk. Now, this list hasn't been exhaustive. Your business planning process, when you look through your environmental scan and your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, as well as the financial budgets that you put in place, should throw up any potential risks. You need to cover those risks adequately. You need to cover those risks adequately. So, enough of that today, and I'm sure you'll see this video in a blog post. Alright.